What should you be eating to lose weight? So, as I've spoken before, you should be in a calorie deficit, eating less. That's it. So I've decided to do a voiceover on this part of the video because it's easier to do a voiceover when trying to do the poses and that. I can't really talk much, can focus in too much on what I'm recording. I'm a male, I cannot multitask. So new low weigh-in on the previous clip, and I've got my lighting set up, so I'm doing the type of videos I'm doing now. When I'm doing my talks and that, I have some LED lights that I use, so as I'm up so early, I'm up at like 5:30 in the morning, I can now use these for my check-in so you can see me. And see the progress and change in my physique. So as you can see here, we're starting to see some definition in the stomach. The shoulders, chest and arms are started to come in a lot. You can now see some lines on my tummy that are obviously coming through quite possibly, and on my hips you can see a little bit there. Still not quite there yet. Legs have changed a little bit as well, but that's where I tend to hold most of my weight. Most of my weight tends to be around my stomach and my hips, and because I used to be overweight, I've got a lot of loose skin there, so weight tends to hold there quite a lot. But as you can see here, abs are starting to come through a tiny bit. My upper half's looking a lot better, my legs looking a lot leaner. You can still see on my legs a little bit of fat on there, so they're not quite that defined yet. But my legs are another area as well as my stomach and hips that hold my weight. At the top of my thighs are usually really quite large, so I find that as the weight starts to come down a little bit more, my legs just start to get a little bit leaner, and we're making progress. So look forward to see what the videos are like next week, and hope you're well, and I'll catch you in the next frame. Hello guys, what is going on? Alan here. So look at the beautiful weather outside. It is right, we've got this storm, whatever it's called over here. So we haven't been vlogging much this week, but we still been caning with our nutrition and that. I'd love to focus in at some point, that'd be awesome. So yeah, not vlogging much this week. This next week I'm gonna aim to get another workout in, because I think it'd be really cool to see the difference between last time I trained back and this time I trained back. You see the changes in my physique, how lean I am. We got checking in again tomorrow. I had a very crazy day yesterday. I had about 5,000 calories on Sunday, because I've been eating so well the past 3 months that I just wanted to have a day where I just didn't have to think about calories and nutrition. I just went left wing. I had like a McDonald's, I had a Greg's, I had another McDonald's, I had a Krispy Kreme, I had 2 ice creams, I had chocolate. I went balls deep. And my weight is a little bit up because of it afterwards, but I know it's not going to make a massive change for me because I've been so good the past 3 months. So it was just a day I took the focus off, and sometimes you do need that for your own mindset, and you know, it's just one of them. It's just something that I wanted to do, so I did it. So I weighed in at 89.1 today, so my weight is stabilising. I imagine I was heavy the day before, and I'll do my weigh-in tomorrow on my progress check-in as usual, and then we'll start building some content for next week. I hope you're enjoying the content and the videos. Next is my video talking about stop overcomplicating nutrition as you don't need to. Let me know what you think of the videos. I really appreciate some feedback from you guys. I'm getting loads of messages on my Instagram, which is awesome. If you're not following me on Instagram yet, I'll have talked, that's coming in a minute, all that jargon. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll catch you guys in a minute. See you in a bit, bye-bye. And we're back. Hello, welcome to my channel. So first of all, I'd like to say a big thank you to all my new subscribers. I got like 5 or 6 last week. Whoa. So if you're new here, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. What I'd like to ask you to do is, if you find these videos informative, please share it with your friends, share it with your family. The more I can get this information out there, the more my content can grow. The more content I can produce, the more I can help people, and it all kind of works together. If you're new here, hello, my name's Alan Fitton. I'm a personal trainer from Southport. I currently live between Southport and Chester. I've been PTing for about 6 or 7 years now. I'm relaying this information onto here. I'm a personal trainer. I have an online coaching service, so if you want to be PT'd by me, and no matter where you are, go to www.therealfit.com or follow my Instagram at Alan's Fitness, and I can help you reach your goals. But yeah, if you're new here, do subscribe, do give the video a like, it really helps me out, and share it. You know, knowledge is power. Share knowledge with other people and it helps other people grow, which is what we're on this journey for. So the topic of today's video is, I want you to stop overcomplicating nutrition. So let's talk about weight loss. So when it comes to weight loss, I've talked about this before. If you follow my channel for a while, we talk about calorie deficit because calories is the one thing that is important. And I've got my handy noteboard here, and I have a noteboard, so I'm obviously a scientist. Not. Anyway, so we're going to go into each of these topics. So stop overcomplicating nutrition. So first of all, what should I be eating? So we're going to go into that. We're going to go into how many meals should you eat a day. We're going to go into why you should or shouldn't be cutting food groups, and meal timings, and then we're going to conclude talking about balance. Okay, so I'm going to keep this down here so I can remember what the hell I'm talking about, because I love to veer off in other directions and talk about other subjects that aren't relevant to what I'm talking about. Now, what should you be eating to lose weight? So, as I've spoken before, you should be in a calorie deficit, eating less. That's it. Now, people overcomplicate and they're like, oh, I need to be eating healthy foods, healthy foods, healthy foods. Yes, you should be eating micronutrient-dense foods. So micronutrient-dense foods are foods which are basically plant-based. So like your fruits and vegetables, they're full of vitamins and nutrients your body needs to grow, to maintain health and wellness, and to keep everything in working order. Like you fuel in a car. If you get a car and you drive into somewhere and you fill it with diesel instead of petrol, it's going to conk out. Similar thing with your body. If you fill it with too many high-fat bad foods all the time, it's going to conk out. You're going to be in hospital, you're going to have issues. So these foods should be an essential part of your diet. How much you eat of these foods is completely up to you, but you know, when you're trying to lose weight, does it matter to a certain degree? No. Just eating less and sticking to a calorie deficit. So you could eat McDonald's every day. You could eat Greg's every day. As long as you just ate your calorie limit. Is it healthy? No. Are you going to see results from it? Yes. Do I advocate it? No. But can you do it? Yes. It comes down to the last topic, balance really. So we should be having a balanced diet of eating good healthy foods, like your vegetables, like your fruits and your high protein foods as well, because the protein foods will keep you fuller for a longer period of time because it takes a while to digest in your stomach, so it keeps you fuller in between meals. Having that being the staple of your diet will keep you fuller. If you eat things like muffins, for example, like a chocolate muffin or a lemon muffin, you're going to get a buzz from it because it's going to peak your insulin levels and you'll be like high for like half an hour, jumping around like a crazy guy. But then when you come down, and because there's no substance to it, you're going to get hungry quickly and want to eat again. So that's why people make mistakes on diets, because they're not picking foods that will keep them full for a longer period of time to the next meal, and eat things like that aren't going to keep them full and end up eating more, which takes them all over the calorie deficit. What should I be eating? Foods that you enjoy eating. So, okay, everyone enjoys eating fast food, right? I love enjoying eating fast food. I had Greg's last week, I had McDonald's, I had bad foods here and there, but that's part of a balanced diet. I eat kind of, so 60 to 70% of the time I eat quite well and quite healthy. The rest of the time I kind of like have more treaty foods. So your food that you eat should be foods you enjoy eating. So if you know that following a chicken and broccoli diet you're not going to enjoy, you're not going to keep to, then why do it? Look at getting food that you like eating. So if you love, let's say for example, you love pizza, you enjoy eating pizza, so why not try and learn about nutrition and then make a healthier version of a pizza? So I've done it in the past with my girlfriend. We've got chicken wraps, we get the tomato puree, we cook loads of veg, loads of chicken, and we put it in the oven, and then we cook the chicken and veg separate, and we make basically something that's very similar to a pizza that we love eating, and it's like the calories cut in half, but higher protein, a lot better for us. And yeah, so same thing with you. If you enjoy eating, let's say example, I don't know, spaghetti bolognese, you're gonna get chopped tomatoes yourself, you're gonna get lean cuts of beef mince, and then control the amount of spaghetti that you have with it. And that's a healthier version than going and buying a ready meal that's got cheese with it, God knows what else in the tomato puree, fatter cuts of mince. Just making better decisions of the foods that you enjoy eating, and you stick to it. Making healthier versions of meals you enjoy eating, and that way you will consistently stay to eating healthier, eating a balanced diet, and happy moving forwards. No one's going to want to eat things they don't enjoy eating. They just won't stick to it. So you're wasting your time. 2, how many meals should I be eating? Again, a lot of people ask me this question and I'm like, when are you hungry most? You tell me when you're hungry. If you wake up in the morning and you're starved and you feel like you've not eaten for like 3 days, should you have a good breakfast? Yeah. If you wake up in the morning and you're not hungry, and you're not hungry till about 11 or 12 o'clock, should you have a breakfast? Well, you don't have to. What's the point in going downstairs and force feeding food down your neck if it's going to make you feel sick and you're not going to feel happy? It might be because you're eating late the prior night, but when it comes down to your meal timings, that's what works well for you. What fits into your lifestyle? You tell me. As a coach, that's what I say to my clients. I'm like, yeah, I can tell you to eat 7 meals a day, like these ridiculous prep coaches that are out there that have done a bikini competition now, they're a PT, and they can now give out dietary advice because they know how to lose weight from eating chicken and broccoli 7 times a day. But if you're the working person that has a full-time job, kids, and a social life, that's not realistic. That's not something you can stick to or achieve for a long period of time. So is it maintainable? No. Should you be following it? No. Unless you're thinking about doing a bikini or a men's physique comp or something like that, doing a bodybuilding competition. But majority of the population, that isn't their goal. Their goal is to lose weight, get in better shape, and have a fitter, healthier lifestyle. So fuck that. No. So look at yourself. If you like to eat more in the evenings, you can serve your calories more for the evenings. If you're starving in the mornings, have a larger breakfast in the mornings. If you're hungry all the time, like me and like a client I was talking to this morning, then balance your day out and look at having a balanced meal of breakfast, lunch and dinner with similar kind of calories to balance your day out so you're not dipping and diving in one particular day. Or eat more often, have a breakfast, have a mid-lunch morning snack, have lunch, have a mid-afternoon snack, and have dinner. Your nutrition is going to fit into your lifestyle. It's easy for someone to say, eat like this, you know, that's just ridiculous. So let's move on. Cutting food groups. So any food that you cut out of your diet, you are going to crave, particularly sugar. Sugar's amazing. I love sugar. Who doesn't love sugar? Sugar, you know, refined sugars aren't good for you and should be have it in somewhat of a balanced approach. And then carbohydrates are an essential part of anyone's diet. So anyone who cuts carbs out of your diet is stupid. These ketogenic diets, don't even get me started on that. I'll do a complete whole video talking about keto and how it's ridiculous and it's not needed. And it's just stupid because even a medically qualified dietitian wouldn't advocate going on a ketogenic diet for longer than 3 months. So does that tell you something? Just don't do it. You don't need to. You just need to control what you're eating and have a balanced diet. If you cut out foods like chocolate and like the meals out you love having and this and that, you're just going to crave it more. If you cut out chocolate for 3 weeks and you're going to eventually cave in, which you will, you're not going to have a little bar and be like, you're going to have 20 because you've had that taste. You're like, oh my god, it was so good, and you go like far left wing from your diet. However, if you wake up one day and you're like, I fancy a chocolate bar, you can pop to Spar or Tesco or Sainsbury's and you just grab a 60p bar. You have that bar. You add that to your calorific goal for the day, into your calories, to subtract 200 calories from everything else that you eat. You're going to be satisfied. And you're going to want to have like 10 of them because you had that fix when you had it. I say to anyone that's training with me, I won't give out meal plans. I set out the macronutrients as a guidance, and I say, well, if you wake up in the morning and you're dying from Maggie's breakfast and all you can think about that morning is Maggie's breakfast, go and have it. You're not going to die from it, are you? Have that Mackey breakfast, but then make better choices for the rest of the day because you've had your fix then. Same if the next day you want a KFC, go and have a KFC, but try and give somewhat of a give or take. Try and think, well, I'm going to have a KFC later, okay, I really want it. And if you don't have it, I'm just going to go crazy over the weekend. So you eat less in the morning, you have a very healthy lunch, and then for the evening you have your KFC, which is fine. And the next day you're back on the bandwagon, eating healthy again. And it's give or take. Nutrition is balance. It's not like far left when eating takeaways all the time, because that's going to come to one thing only: weight gain, feeling unhealthy, feeling unconfident, and possible serious life-threatening illnesses and diabetes in the future. So that's not worth it, is it? But it comes down to the one thing that we're coming down to, which is balance. Next one, meal timing. So PTs would be like, you need to eat every 3 hours, you need to eat every 4 hours, you need to eat every 5 hours to keep your metabolism burning. Bullshit. It's not true. So if your goal is for building muscle, for an example, if you're a guy, you want to get jacked, you're really into building muscle and weight training, is it beneficial for you to have a protein-rich meal every 4 to 5 hours? Yes. It's going to aid you in building muscle. If your goal is just specifically to lose weight, no, it doesn't matter if and when you have your foods or your meal timing. So if you've got a calorie goal, for example, 1800 calories a day, and you've had that 1800 calories at 7 o'clock at night and didn't eat any other part of the day, you will still lose weight. If you decide to have 600 in the morning and the rest at the evening, that's also fine. How you decide to spend your calories over your day is completely up to you. If you decide to have it balanced over breakfast, lunch and dinner, and you don't overgo over that calorie goal, you're going to lose weight. And yeah, that's your decision. Your choice. Once you learn about nutrition, you know about your calories, you know your goal. Because once you know your goal, then you know have your calories set. So if you're looking to lose weight, like majority of my content's pushed towards, then you're going to be sticking to that calorie goal, so 800 to 100 calories. And how you eat and what timings you eat, it's completely up to you. You eat when you're hungry, but you know, as you're in a calorie deficit anyway, you are going to be hungry sometimes. It's normal. It's normal to feel hunger because it means that you're using all the energy that you're consuming. That's what calories are. Calories are energy. So, concluding, so number 5, we're at balance. So yeah, so nutrition is all about balance. Too much of anything is bad for you. You know, you cut food groups out of your diet, you're going to crave them. If you have too much fruit and too much vitamins in that can be intoxifying and be bad for you as well. So it's all give or take, and that's why I try and teach my clients. I say, you know, I get my clients using things like MyFitnessPal because it teaches them to know what's in the foods they're eating. So with the chocolate or with the McDonald's or with the healthy foods, they know what's protein rich, they know what's like carb heavy, they know what's high in fat, they know how calorific foods are and what portions and what should be eating. And they learn then, and then that's knowledge, and knowledge is power, isn't it? So then they can, months down the line, they can come away from MyFitnessPal and be like, it's all up here now. I know that's roughly this amount of calories, that's roughly this amount of calories. I can have that Snickers, I can have that ice cream, I can have that takeaway, I can have that meal out, as well as eating healthier the rest of the time. And it's a give or take kind of mindset. That's what nutrition is. You don't need to overcomplicate it. You don't need to be like, I need to be eating every 4 hours. I need to have 7 meals a day. I need to be eating just healthy food. I need to be cutting out carbs. I need to be doing this, I need to be doing that. I need to peak my insulin levels. I need to do this and do that. Food intake isn't specifically a science. Obviously through science we learn a lot and it guides us and helps us. But you know, in 5 to 10 years down the line, the scientific research we've got now might be void. There's so many different papers and things being released daily. There's a flood of like information, which isn't a bad thing. That's how we learn and grow, don't get me wrong. But at the same time, you can overcomplicate things, and people are overcomplicating nutrition, and the questions I get asked are the same thing all the time. And it's because people are thinking about things too much, and you just gotta turn the question around. Instead of asking me, Alan, I need to change this, what should I be eating? What should I be eating? This or this? Turn around and look at you. What do you like to eat? When do you like to eat? What foods do you enjoy eating? Try and make healthier versions of those foods. And that is how we create sustainable results, and that's how we build that into your lifestyle and make changes moving forwards. I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up. This is me ranting for enough time now, I think nearly at 16 minutes. As I said, give it a share if you found the information in this video informative. It helps me grow my channel and it helps me get more content out there. If you're interested in an online coach, as I said, give me a message. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. I hope you crush your goals this year, and I'll see you soon. Over and out.